much better. Now what I do with the side is part it directly down the middle, leaving not as much on the side. I like to keep more in that middle section because I can do bigger sections, so I can take on more hair than the front section. That's probably one of the harder sections to roll. And again, I'm combing all the way up, so that this also helps with spacing with your rollers. It keeps it as high up on your head as possible, giving you the advantage for more rollers. I see a hair creeping in there. That's alright. And again, you want to get that pin in your hair. See how that doesn't move? I found. I'll call him back. And that in the background is my son doing something he ain't got no business doing. Same thing. Sometimes when I get here, I might pull out my Denman. I don't really like to use my Denman on wet hair, but it's just faster that way sometimes. So, once again, whoops. If you see hair coming off, my hair doesn't get an opportunity to shed during the week either, because it's always in a straight style and wrapped. So maybe one or two hairs, but the hairs that are really supposed to shed don't come out the way they're supposed to. Now this is where it can get a little tricky for some people, because it's very hard to position these rollers. You see how there's hair up here, but the roller's already set? This hair really belongs here. And it might look like it belonged there, creating this, making you feel like you need to take this one out and do it again kind of thing. But that's not the case, so don't feel like that. It's just the way your hair combs under. I mean, the way you have to comb your hair under. Same thing. It's harder to go up when you're here, so just figure you want to go middle and do the same thing. Here the hair is a little bit funky. Remember to keep it nice and tight as you go down, especially in this area, because you want it to roll. See? It's always a lot of people would at this time take it and go under, but because I like my hair to have a lot of body in my roller sets, I will never roll it the other way, this way. Some people will take it now and do this because it's easier, but then you have like half a curl on your head. I ain't got time for that. And don't feel bad if you leave a strand or two out of your roller set. If you get that flat iron when you do your roots or whatever the situation is, it's not going to make a huge difference depending on how you like to wear your hair. You guys want to know something? This one has been giving me trouble for the last 2 weeks. This one roller right here. Not this particular roller, but the positioning of this particular roller. And what I've been doing is going against my don't clip rule and clipping it to this one, because then trying to get it to pin is just as hard. And that's ugly, but that's okay. I'm going to actually bring this over for that. And on the bottom, once again, I do a black roller. Or purple. Some people have pink or purple. And then this one I'll also clip here. Again, something I don't normally like to do, but because of whatever reason, it ain't acting right. Okay, so now we got this top section. This clearly goes with that. And this part can get tricky because this is a lot wider than my roller. And essentially what I need to do, I know some of y'all like, I cannot believe she is combing out her hair with wax. I've been doing this for years. And this one I'm definitely going to grab and bring in some because it just makes more sense for me. Can you see that? like that and wrap that whole sucker around there. There you go. Done and done. And this is why I love roller sets, because if I'm gonna sit somewhere and let my hair air dry for, shucks, as soon as I say I love roller sets, this piece won't mess up. Always happens. Oh, the clip broke. Well, that explains it. I can feel my hair drying out a little bit, so after this one I'll probably wet it with some water. Like I was saying, this is why I love roller sets, because they're actually very simple once you get the hang of it. And aside from being very simple, they're also, of course, you know they're good on your hair, but here comes trouble. But aside from being good on your hair, they are also very pretty once they come down. Very pretty. I think I'm gonna do 2 black on this. And I usually do gray and then maybe a black and probably a gray, but I think I want to have some body curls tonight. So the smaller the roller.
Mommy!
Yes, Tristan?
Look!
Oh, wow. You did that all by yourself?
Yeah, I did that myself.
You're a big boy.
Is she here?
Yeah, that's Mommy's hair.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yep. Okay, so I've completely just gone against my whole rule of not clipping things together, but that's okay. Hey, LHCF. We're in the loop. What I usually do if the hair is coming out is I'll take a bobby pin, but because I'm lazy and I don't feel like turning around to grab my bobby pin, which I will because that's not working. There we go. And that holds it in place. So that's one side. I'm going to go ahead and do this side because you won't be able to see it anyway the way I have to stand. But that just gives you a better idea as to how easy it is, how not perfect it needs to look. A lot of people want their roller sets to be perfect because they feel like a perfect roller set will mean a perfect outcome. But that's not the case. It does not have to be perfect. Case in point, and once I take it down, you will see. It's rolled. It's doing what it does. And when I take it down and flat iron them roots up, you won't be able to tell me nothing. Alright, I'll be back. Hey ladies, so it's been about 5-6 minutes and I finished this side. As you can see, I'm going to do a full spin so you can see. Now, a lot of people have stronger nets, and I bought this net thinking it was going to be a strong net. It's fine. I mean, the net is really just to hold my hair down. Like I mentioned before, I have these because I have a pretty hot dryer. I have a Pibbs, and I also have a LCL, and they both get pretty hot, personally. But I just want to cover my ears. Then I put my net on, keep those hairs from moving around, and that be it. Okay, shouty. Now, because it's so thin, I have to like position it before I pull it tight. Otherwise, it'll just do whatever it wants to do. It's still gonna do whatever it wants to do. This side actually came up. Actually went underneath it. It normally doesn't, and I'm okay with that. Because I don't absolutely have to even have it on, but I just feel like, why not? So, this side looks funny. It's sticking out. It's the same thing as this side, but pushed back. Oh, because of the ear thing. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to go sit my butt under the dryer. Look at that. That's not even, I got to do this again. I'm a perfectionist. I have problems like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, like I said, but yes, it does. pull it down by my eyes, and then when I go to tighten it, it actually shrinks up to my forehead. So that's why you're probably like, why is she putting it so low? Or maybe you're not saying that. Maybe I just say stuff like that. I don't know. Either way. See, stuff like this can happen. Where now I need to secure this bottom part of the hair to the roller. And because my hair is short on the bottom, sometimes it just does whatever it wants to do. So you gotta do things like this to make up for situations like this. And that's just the way it's gonna be, butter cakes. Okay, so that should still be lined up. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. That's better. Oh yeah, much better. Nice and tight. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll see you guys when I take it down, and then you guys can watch me do the flat iron of my roots with my chi. Later. Hi ladies. So I don't know if you can see my hair. This is my roller set hair. It looks a little dry, but that's okay. I didn't mean to do this side first, but I was on the phone. So you can't really see this side. As I do it, I'll take one down when I'm done with this. But this is basically what I do. As you can see, those roots, hopefully you can see, those roots, that Tex-Lax her is very, very something else. So I take my chi and I just get at the roots. What I usually do is a couple passes just over the roots. I don't really care about the rest of my hair having texture, but I do care about my roots being straight. Most likely what will happen is these bad boys will revert anyway. And then I just take it, oh you can't really see guys, sorry. And I roll it under. Because my hair still it's still hot somewhat. So the rolling it under, I'll keep it like this until it completely cools. And then when I take it down, it'll be much curlier. And then later on, I'll just wrap it. I do like my hair to have body. So. I don't know if you can see that. I just go over it a few times, feel it out. I don't want it to be completely bone straight in my roots. I like for it to still have, like I said, a little bit of body. Some people will do this and go sit back under the dryer. I've never done that, now that I think about it. But I wouldn't be opposed to doing it. I just don't really see the point. Your hair is already dry. I guess it's similar to like sitting under. Some people just do like this and go slow. Oh, I didn't mean to go so far down. That would be okay for my hair, but I don't know, in my mind it just flattens better. Let me move this up and move this back so you can see the top of my head. There we go. I have a client to go see tonight, and then I have a date. Then I have another date. It's just the first dinner, then drinks. Even though dinner might turn into dinner and drinks, and I'll have to cancel number 2, but he ain't gotta know that. Okay. There we go. Sometimes in the back, I just like it to sit a little bit straighter, because that's where my length is. So if it's shrunk up because of shrinkage, it's just not gonna look right. So this is what I do. Right now it is, what time I say I had to be somewhere? Oh, okay. Let me take one of these down so you could just see it. So as I take them down, I'll put a little sunflower oil or grapeseed oil on my hands and just do that. You see that? And then it's all gonna be like that, nice and curly. I'll post pictures. Ta-ta! That boy, I tell you.